Young outside. Shot clock at 5. Poked away. And oh, here we go with Bledsoe. Nobody back.
Well played right there, and you can feel the momentum changing.
I think this lead will continue to move upward unless something unforeseen happens.
The Lakers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Lin kicks to Young to end the run. Yes! And a nice assist from Lin.
Well, they had to take the lid off the hoop, I guess, but they finally get one to go there.
Yeah, a bit of an unsettled start. I mean, maybe that'll get them going.
Now here's Bledsoe. Kicks it to Morris. Back to Bledsoe. Just 4 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off, and that one's good. Tucker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Now here's Kobe. Knight grabs the board.
Last season, a tough one for Kobe Bryant. He missed all but a handful of games. Early on, it was the Achilles tear he was rehabbing from, and then after 6 games, a fractured tibia took him out for the season.
Outside, Lin. Young, a screen on Bledsoe. And Young, here we go. Davis kicks to Bryant on the wing hill. Bryant with it. He's against Morris. Lin's shot is off. On offense, here are the Suns. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Davis dishes to Kobe. And that one goes, feeding him with the lead pass.
The defense playing way too soft there, guys. He's just getting right to the rim.
Knight kicks it to Tucker. Releases from 15, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all. They've been able to score with ease.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Whitey's checked in for Len. Marcus Morris comes in for Morris. Warren's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Green in for Eric Bledsoe. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Randall's checked in for Hill. Boozer comes in for Ed Davis. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Young, and it's Clarkson in for Bryant.
And the story of this game in the early stages is just how well they've been shooting the ball.
Steve, their percentage from the floor is really impressive up to this point.
In a wide open look for Lin. And again, the Lakers no good. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Suns lead by 11. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Tune in for a scary night of basketball. Halloween in the NBA.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Suns.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assist, and we're seeing great offensive movement.
Suns leading by 11. Well, the Phoenix Suns, really one of the surprise teams last season. Expected to vie for the worst record in the league. They were a playoff contender in the brutal Western Conference, no
Yeah,
less.
quite remarkable the job Jeff Hornacek did, and you have to give a lot of credit to not only Hornacek, but also to some player acquisitions they made to move that team right on the verge of being a playoff team in the West.
Marcus Morris is out there with Brandon Wright. Then it's Green. Then there's Brandon Knight. And it's Warren in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflating play for your morale. And for Coach Hornacek of the Suns, he oversaw drastic improvement at both ends of the floor from a team that had been the 2nd worst offense in the league and the 8th worst defense 2 seasons ago. They were around the top 10 in both categories last year. Beautiful dish down low.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Green. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Good.
For the Suns last season, they exceeded their Vegas over-under for wins with 50 games to go. Wow. A lot of people figured they'd tank for a bit. Instead, I think they shocked the league.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kevin, Jeremy Lin knows that an awful lot is expected of him. He said, "I'm very young in my career, and because the expectations of Linsanity are so big and the shadow is so large, sometimes I have to take a step back and remind myself the journey has just begun. It can be hard to keep things in perspective, but gentlemen, he's trying to stay grounded."
And nobody certainly will ever forget Linsanity, but it would be asking, I think, too much for Lin to be in that zone all the time. Thank you, Doris. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And if there was an aspect of the game that jumped out at me, guys, it was the rebound. There was a huge difference in the effort both teams were making on the glass.
Well, they got pushed around all game long, and when that happens, you're going to get out-rebounded. And a look here at how the Lakers ranked in the NBA last season. 3rd in three-point field goal percentage, 4th in assists, and they also showed up in the top 5 in blocks. A good, solid team at the defensive end of the floor.
And how about the spacing that we saw from this team last year, Clark? You mentioned the three-point shooting in the top 5 in terms of field goal percentage from long range. And I think it was a direct result of great unselfish play. And it helps when you can employ that inside-out game. You know, attack a team in the paint and then kick it out for that three-point shot.
And the call will be against Alex Len. That is his first foul of the game. Hill, he's checked in for Carlos Boozer. The drive by Bryant. Randall, Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw. The defensive presence was almost non-existent. And they may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points. Well, the Lakers have been in a bit of turmoil the last few years, and it comes back to not being able to find the right coach.
Here's Hill. Green kicks it to Tucker. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Tucker's got 9 points.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well. A few coaches have been given looks since the end of the Jackson era in L.A., and needless to say, it's hard to replace a guy like that. Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And the call will be against Alex Len. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And another foul would give him 3 before the half, something to keep our eyes on.
Ed Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Young comes in for Wayne Ellington. And Davis with the basket on the assist from Kobe. Davis has got his first points of the night. And for the Lakers, Steve, it's really hard to build something because there is a pressure to win now as well.
I would say that taking their time and not trying to rush back to winning would be the best thing that this franchise can do.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Well, you know, it's interesting. Coach Jeff Hornacek had never been a head coach before last season, and he never really expected to become an NBA head coach. He thought he'd be a college coach because he felt his strength was in teaching the game. But think the league is quite happy to have him on the sidelines in Phoenix.
The Lakers making a switch here. Lynn's checked in. The dish now to Green. The three, and he gets it to go. Green's got 6.
You know, even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open ones.
And Coach Hornacek, the teacher of the game. The way the league is now, Steve, with all the one-and-done college players, they still have a lot to learn.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. And Hornacek stays after every practice to do a lot of skill work with the players. So he's the perfect coach for this young club, helping them to develop.
Shots good from Young.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Yeah, they're making some shots now, but finally starting to make up some ground. Not sure what he was thinking there, because that was not a good shot.
Yeah, it would help if he was actually capable of making it. Stay in your range.
Here's Green.
That was awesome.
Look out below. Lakers trail by 19. Lynn the pass to Young. Hill sets the screen for Young. With the teardrop, can't hit. And Phoenix will come the other way. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Green, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Young inside. Back to Lynn. Outside Bryant. Pulls up on the wing. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Bryant's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes.